How do franchisees uncover red flags before signing an agreement? Imagine stepping into a new business adventure with confidence. Before you sign any franchise agreement, you need to spot warning signs that could cause trouble later. The first step is to carefully review the franchise disclosure document. This legal paper reveals important details about the franchise system. Look for the franchisor's litigation history. If there are many lawsuits, especially those involving fraud or franchise law violations, that could mean ongoing problems. Next, check the financial stability of the franchisor. Review their financial statements and see if they have filed for bankruptcy before. Multiple bankruptcies or shaky finances are red flags. Also, pay attention to franchisee turnover rates. If many franchisees are closing or leaving, it might point to issues with the business model or support. Another key area is leadership experience. Find out if the management team has real franchise experience. Leaders without relevant background might not steer the system well. Contact current franchisees listed in the document. Talking to them helps you understand what really goes on behind the scenes. Ask about their experiences, challenges, and support from the franchisor. Now, turn your attention to the franchise agreement itself. Look for vague or unclear terms. If the contract leaves too much room for interpretation, the franchisor could impose unexpected rules or costs later. For example, unclear rules about using intellectual property or requirements for costly rebranding can become problems. Be cautious of promises that sound too good to be true, like guaranteed profits. All investments carry risks, and exaggerated earnings claims are often based on data that may not apply to your market. Transparency is another important factor. If the franchisor avoids answering questions, rushes the process, or provides incomplete documents, that's a warning sign. You want a franchisor who is open and willing to share information. Finally, review the franchise's rules and procedures. If the system feels overly restrictive or incompatible with your goals, it might not be the right fit. In practical terms, work with experienced franchise attorneys and accountants to interpret legal and financial documents. Reach out to multiple current and former franchisees to get honest feedback. Analyze the market and territory restrictions to see if they align with your plans. And reflect on whether you feel comfortable with the franchisor's leadership style and support system. By thoroughly investigating these areas, you can avoid hidden pitfalls and make smarter decisions before signing any agreement.